Hey, what's up guys, it's Abomination. Today we have yet another Aquabats album review. In the last episode we reviewed High Five Soup. If you haven't checked that video out yet, go ahead and check it out right now. But today we're going to be reviewing the Aquabats Super Show Television Soundtrack, Volume 1. And basically this is the songs from the Aquabats Super Show. And after this album review series, I will be doing a TV show review of the Aquabats Super Show, episode by episode. But, no, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the review of this album. First song of this album, we have the Super Show theme song. Now, this one, it's classic. It's one of those intros you just don't skip, because it's just that good. And not much to say, it's just a classic. It's getting a 10 out of 10. Next up, we have Doing Science. Now, this one is pretty good as well. Not as good as the Super Show theme song, but I still like this one. It's also like the length of a regular Aquabats song. And so the Super Show theme song is only about a minute long. This one is around that 3-minute mark, so it fits the bill more of a regular song, but I just prefer the Super Show theme song over Doing Science, so this song is getting a 9 out of 10. Next up, we have the Cobra Man theme. Now, this song, it's a very different song from the Aquabats, but that's going to be expected with this album. This is probably the most diverse Aquabats album in their entire discography, by far. This song, it's a very different song, and it's great, and it's from one of my personal favorite Aquabats episodes, Cobra Man. So this song is going to get a 9 out of 10. Next up, we have Showtime. Now, this song is another great song. The vocals are there, the lyrics, the instrumentals, they all come together really well. And only complaint is that sounds a little bland for all the other songs that it has to compare to. But if this was just a regular Aquabats song that wasn't on this specific album, it would definitely be higher up. So just for that, I'm going to give this song an 8 out of 10. Let's move on. The next song we have is Feel My Steel. Now, this song is, I might get some hate for saying this, but I'm not a big fan of Feel My Steel. It's kind of generic, and it feels like it goes on a little bit too long, and it's kind of repetitive. But the main thing I will give it, though, is that this is from my favorite Aquabats Super Show episode of all time, The Floating Eye of Death. Favorite episode of all time, and this song is in it. That's the main thing saving this song and preventing it from being really low on my list. So this song is going to get a 7 out of 10. Following that, we have Cowboy Android theme. Now, a lot of the other songs, it's a very different, it's a very diverse album. This song, I really like the whole Western vibe with this song. It's a very unique feel, and the guitar work, it all comes together really well. And this is from another one of my favorite Aquabats Super Show episodes, the Cowboy Android. So that's going to bump it up a little bit. So this song, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. The next song we have is Man-Ant Fight. Now, this song is not a traditional Aquabats song. It has no lyrics, which is something I would put it down for, but I'm not going to because it's not meant to be a song with lyrics. It's supposed to be the fight theme for Man-Ant. And little Easter egg I noticed that bumping it up for is around the end of the song. You can hear the theme for the Aquabats Super Show. I'll play it right now. So for that, I'm gonna bump it up a little bit, and I'm gonna give this song a 9 out of 10. Let's continue. After that, we have Burger Rain. Now this is it's just a great song all around. Lyrics, great. The vocals are just unmatched. Commander had one of his best vocal performances of his entire career right here. Just unbelievable. Burger Rain, one of the greatest Aquabat songs. Might be a little controversial. But yeah, this song, it's getting a 10 out of 10. Let's keep going. Following the masterpiece of Burger Rain, we now have Beat Fishin'. This song, it's just kind of lackluster, especially since it has to follow up Burger Rain. Now, the trend I've seen with a lot of these albums, after a really amazing song, it's usually followed by a song that just can't live up to the song that was right before it. Beat Fishing is no exception to this rule. It's just kind of pretty boring, generic, nothing really special about it. And this song is going to get a 6 out of 10. After that, we have Space Bees. And this song is already pretty generic and boring, which is already dumbing it down a little bit. Not only that, but this song is 28 seconds long, which means there's not much they can do with that. There's not much they can do with that time frame, and they don't do much with that time frame. So this song, hate to say it, it's getting a 4 out of 10. Let's move on. Now the next song we have is Guy Stuff. Now this is what Space Bees should have been. It's a short song. It's a short and sweet song. But what it does with that amount of time is just so much better than Space Bees. There's a insane guitar solo. One of the greatest guitar solos by the Aquabats that I've heard personally. And not much else to say. It did the same thing that Space Bees did, but it did much more with the time it was given. This song is gonna get a 7 out of 10, simply just because it's so short. If it was a full-length song, this would be getting at least a 9. Let's move on. The Aquabats will be right back. This is not a song, not ranking it. Honey Burgers, this is technically a song, but it's only like around 10 seconds long, and it's just not good at all. So this song is gonna 1 out of 10. Not much to say about it. And now, this is not a song either, so it's also not getting ranked. Next up we have We Got This. Now, it's another good Aquabat song in general. Good vocals, good instrumentals. It did have a great guitar solo, like some of these other songs. So, not much else for me to say that I haven't already said about at least 2 other songs on this list. This song is getting an 8 out of 10. Let's move on. Next up, we have I Summon the Dude theme. Now, this is more than just a song. It tells a story about Eagle Bones, Falcon Hawks, Bird, the dude, about the origin of the dude, where he got him, and all that. And it's just such a good song, even for the amount of time it's given, about 1 minute and 22 seconds. It is just amazing. But since it is only 1 minute 22 seconds, I am going to put it down a little bit. This song is getting a 9 out of 10. Following that, we have Personal Property. This is another short song, only 35 seconds, and it doesn't do too much with the time it's given. Not a big fan of this song, kind of generic. So, I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10. Let's move on. Following that, we have Don't Break My Heart. Now, this one is a little challenging for me. Because on one hand, it's different enough to stand out on the album, yet it's somehow boring at the same time. It's different, yet it's boring, which is confusing for me, so I don't really know what to do with this song. So I'm just going to give it a quick 7 out of 10, and to try not to piss off any avid fans or haters of this song. And let's move on. Now we come to The Good Life. This is yet another generic Aquabat song. It's only 1 minute 33 seconds, which is kind of long for this album, but still feel like they could have done a little more with this song. A little disappointed I expected it to be good coming into it, but I was just disappointed. Giving this song another 7 out of 10. Hopefully we can get another good. Hopefully we get a good song eventually. That blows it out of the water. Hopefully, but let's move on. The Good Life, 7 out of 10. Now we come to Bye Bye, The World Passes By. This is just incredible. The storytelling of this song, the vocals, instrumentals, everything is just perfect, down to the last minute detail. Now, the story behind this song is probably the best part, about the pilgrim boy who was abused his whole life, sacrificing himself to save the world. It's just a tearjerker. It's just amazing. But I digress. This is about the song, not the episode. I'll talk in detail about the Pilgrim Boy episode at a later time. Now, I'm here to talk about the song. Still, it's just amazing. And the fact that this song was used to save the world, it's great. It's getting an 11 out of 10. Let's move on. Following the masterpiece that we just reviewed, we now come to Summertime. This song, not much to say about it. It's kind of boring, not much in it, and it's only about a minute long. And it just doesn't sound good. Some people might like this song for trying to be different, but it just doesn't do it right. There are other songs that are different, and they pay off really well for it. This song is not one of them. This song's gonna have to get a 5. Let's move on. Next up, we have Baby Baby. This song is pretty lackluster. The whole song felt like just one big build-up that never got to where it was trying to go. If you've seen my Floating Eye Death review, I made a similar comment to the thing on the bass amp, where I said that whole song was just a big build-up that never reached a conclusion. So that's why this song is getting a 5 out of 10. Now we come to BRO. This song it's about the story of Eaglebone's Falconhawk and his brother Eagleclaw. If you've seen the Eagleclaw episode, then you know why I'm going to put this song where I'm going to put it. And if you haven't, either go watch it after this video or wait till I do the episode review. But the song, the guitar is just really good. The guitar works really great. The vocals are pretty good as well. All around, it's in the ballpark of a good Aquabats song. And it does pretty well, but doesn't exceed greatly in any area. So this song is going to get an 8 out of 10. Now we have Robot Dreams. This is it's a pretty good song. The vocals are really great. Nothing much else is very stand out with this song besides the vocals being pretty good, but there are songs that have much better vocals and are still able to be good in other aspects. This song has basically just vocals going for it. Nothing else really stands out in any way. But the vocals are pretty good still. So this song is getting an 8 out of 10. Next up, we have Lady in the Corner. Now, there's not really much for me to say about this song. It's just not much for me to say. It's not great, not terrible. Vocals are pretty good. Nothing else really stands out with this song. Kind of like what I had to say with Robot Dreams. So this song is gonna get a 8 out of 10. Let's continue. Now we come to Winging It. Now, the beginning of this song, I had high hopes for it. Thought it was going to be really good. But then there was just a sudden tone change. and it just really threw me off. Just came right out of left field. The tone changes just completely out of nowhere, and kind of disappointed me a little bit. But still, it's a good song. It's gonna get an 8. Let's continue. Now we come to the last song in the album, being Don't Stop. This song, in case you don't know, this is the song that the Aquabats were playing in the beginning of the Man Ant episode at the birthday party. And it's really catchy, and overall it's good in all aspects, and it's just pretty recognizable. It gets referenced in the It's a Cartoon episode at the very end, the last cartoon, when the Aquabats, spoiler alert, get thrown into a time loop. And this song getting referenced is a bumps up a little bit for me. So this song is going to get a 9 out of 10. Now that we have gone through all the songs in this album, I'm going to tell you my top 3 worst and top 3 best songs for this album and give you my overall album rating. For the 3 worst songs, we have Tiny Burgers, Space Bees, and Guy Stuff. Now, for the 3 best songs, we have the Aquabat Super Show theme song, Burger Rain, and Bye Bye The World Passes By. Now for my overall ranking of this album, it has some really good songs, but then a couple songs that are just kind of mid and lackluster that drag it down a little bit. So my overall rating for this album is going to be an 8 out of 10. And that is going to be it for today's album review. Following this, we will have Kooky Spooky in stereo. That'll be the next album review. Should be out in a few days. So comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.